Hi everybody, I'm Amelia from the Hitchcock Center, and I'm here today to show you how to start seeds indoors for planting at the end of April. So first I'm going to show you what tools we have, and then I'm going to show you how to actually plant and start seeds indoors. So right here, first we need our seeds. I've decided to go with two plants that really don't mind being started indoors early. Kale and spinach. Both of these are leafy greens, and they do really well in starting indoors, and then when you transfer them they take off right away. So I have two seed packets. You can get these at any hardware store, which should still be open, or you can also order them online. They're very inexpensive depending on what type of seeds you can get, and you'll see when I open them you get a lot of seeds for each pack. You have your seeds, and then you need your container for planting them in. Here I have a container that would allow me to start 6 starts. You can get these again at hardware stores. Sometimes they'll even have them for free. I have this pot, which is biodegradable. So this you can plant right into the soil. You can just break it up a little bit and plant it into the soil. You don't have to take the seed out. And then if you can't get your hands on those, you can always use something that you get from home. So this is just a yogurt container, which is a great thing to start a seed in. And I just poke some holes in the bottom to let the water through. But this is just from a plain old yogurt container. So if you don't have any seed starters like this, just start saving small containers you might have that are plastic. And then I also have water for when our seeds actually get planted. Bag of soil, potting mix, and then a spoon. Even though I think I'll still be getting my hands dirty even if I use this spoon. So let's take a look at how to actually plant these. So I've transferred my soil to a nice container. I have what I'm going to be planting in, my water handy, my spoon, and my seeds. I chose this container because I'd like to plant more than one start. And the first thing you have to do is loosely fill up your start container with soil. Careful, just to the top. You don't need to pat them down. If you pat them down with your fingers, it will compact the soil, and then your seed will have a really hard time moving around in there and germinating. So once you have that, you can get your seeds out. So to make a little space for your seed, you want to be putting a hole in the soil just to the tip of your finger. So from about the tip of your finger to your first knuckle here, that's as far as you want to go down when you push that hole into the soil. You don't want to stick your whole finger in, because the seed will be all the way at the bottom. It will have a hard time reaching up to the top surface so it can unfurl its leaves and get more food and light that way. So you just want to put just the start of your finger in here. So here I go. Right there. It's just a little bit. It's not a huge hole. Don't want to go down all the way again. Now you want to put one hole in each. Just making sure they all have holes. Now I'm going to plant my kale seeds first. And you want to gently rip open the top. I already have. Don't pour them all in. There's a lot of seeds in here. As I said, you get probably 20 or 30, which we're not going to plant all those today. But all those seeds can become plants of their own. So that's how tiny the seeds are on my palm. You see that? So it's not good to just pour them directly in the hole because you'll probably lose count. So I like to just plant with my fingers. All right, and sometimes I'll put 2 seeds in one hole just in case one doesn't germinate. But you just want to put them right in. Let's put all our seeds in. 2, 1, 1. There we go. Put the rest of the seeds back. gently as I can. And now it's time to cover our seeds. So you don't even have to use more dirt. You can just cover the hole up like that with your finger. Or if you'd like to, just put a little drizzle of dirt. Again, you don't want to push it down. You don't want to compact that seed. You want to have it nice and close to the top so that when it germinates and it grows its stem and all its roots out, that the stem can go up above the soil and then it can unfurl its leaves and get that nice sun and energy. Now we can water. And you just want to put a little bit on each. You don't want to drown them because they are just starting out. Any excess water that you put in there is going to go right through those holes on the bottom. There we go. So those seeds are happy and comfy now in their beds. Now what you want to do with this is that you might want to put a plate underneath them. All right, so now we have our seed and we've given it water. It has soil. What else does it need to grow? It needs sunlight. So let's go put this in the sun. You want this, the whole point of starting them indoors is because it's too cold outside for them to start and there might be a frost. So you want to keep these inside, but you do want to put them next to a nice sunny window because when they do sprout, they're going to need that sun. There is a lot of information on the back of your seed packets that can also be helpful for you to follow. And it says, select a sunny location and plant early spring for summer harvest. Now you need to make sure in the spring there's not going to be another frost on the ground. And I think for our area, that is the end of April. We are in a part of the world that growers call Zone 5. So we need to be planting things according to that chart. Want to know how long it might take for your seeds to grow? You can look on the back, it will say days to germination. Germination means that it has started to sprout a root and the beginnings of a stem, and it says 7 to 14 days, so that is just 2 weeks or so, a week to 2 weeks. And then on the back it also will say days to maturity, and now that means kind of a close estimation on how long it will take for you to have something that you're ready to eat. All right, now for the spinach. Thank you for joining me, and I should be sending along some resources of where to get seeds and what things you might want to plant to attract birds or things that you might want to plant just for you to eat. Thanks.